Good morning, guys. Today we're going sailing. We are heading out of Gosport and on our way west towards Plymouth. We've been waiting for a wind shift out of the north for a while because beating east against the current and the wind here kind of sucks. And so the wind shift finally came. It's in the middle of a high pressure. It's really light, but it should be a pretty nice sail downwind-ish. And we're getting ready to rock and roll on this beautiful sunny morning.
And I have this dream to live by the sea. I would write my love songs, you'd sing along with me.
Good morning for sailing.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day. Doesn't happen often here in the UK, apparently.
Slow and steady.
Slow and steady.
Just drifting along, doing 2.5 knots, 5 knots of wind, downwind. You know, it's slow, but that's kind of what we were expecting. The wind's supposed to fill in a little bit this afternoon, but we wanted to make sure we got out of this nasty thing before the tide turned and we'd be sailing against a 3 or 4 knot tide. So we're out. And
what nasty thing?
This nasty thing being like the narrow section. In 2 or 3 more hours, we'd be sailing against a pretty nasty tide. So we left when we did so that we weren't sailing against the tide. And now we're not, so we're out. And we're just gonna enjoy the sunshine on this beautiful shiny day. Are you awake yet?
I'm getting there.
Do you want your coffee?
Oh yes, please. Okay. we have a little stowaway, but he's up there. Shoot!
Ow! Nailed it!
He better not have left his mark on our sail. But that's how our old Windex broke. So as funny as it was not appreciated because this is a new Windex and we don't want it to just snap off because a bird landed on it.
20 minutes down, a day and a half to go.
It's gonna pick up.
It's gonna be a really short sail compared to the last time we were out here. That's ridiculousness. Through the water with 4 knots of true wind speed. What do you think about this light weather versus heavy weather sailing?
I think light weather sailing is harder because in heavy weathers you just bring your sails like in and just until the boat is balanced. Whereas light weather you just have to everything is so fluky. You have to really pay attention to what the sails want to do. And also, usually in light weather, I realize that the wind shifts more.
And we're totally racing this guy.
And we're totally winning this.
Oh, we're definitely beating him. Look at all those trees going by. Woo! Take that. Go Captain Kika. So we are leaving Das Solent. And we are sailing all the way down to here. About 150 miles away, so we should be there tomorrow morning sometime.
Yacht on the same tack, windward yacht keeps clear.
Yeah.
Different tack. Port tack always keep clear whatever the point of sailing.
Yeah. So
So-
this guy has to get out of our way.
We've sailed across an ocean and we've sailed how many miles? Like almost
18,000, almost 20,000
almost
miles.
20,000 miles. And We've never sailed in a very congested area before.
Normally, when we're in a bay or a harbor, there's like power boats and cargo vessels, and we know how to stay out of their way or how to be the stand-on vessel. But we're in congested areas, we're almost always the only one with our sails up. And so we have our sails up, so all the power boats get out of the way and we stay out of the way of the cargo ships. But here,
We're in the Solent.
there's like 150 sailboats in front of us and we have to go through them. So
So, we're very new at the rules of the road part of sailing, so we've got ourselves a day skipper book just to remind us what we need to do. And looks like we are on a starboard tack, and looks like everybody else is on a port tack. So we're just gonna
revving speed! Mind you, I also think that we have a dinghy flipped on deck, which means that it's like the international sign of cruiser. So hopefully they'll give us a little bit of slack if we don't do this right.
And it's the only sunny day. Ooh, and the camera's gonna fall. Yep.
Nice, that's
I got it.
And I have this dream to live by the sea. I would write my love songs. You'd sing the
Sailing in the Solent is fun when it's sunny, but it is so busy. There's so many boats. It's a Sunday. There's a lot of races going on, and there's a million boats out there. I don't know where we heard, but it's one of the busiest bay in the world. And I can, yeah, sailing wise, and I can definitely see why. It's insane. Everybody respects the rules of the road, and we're learning the rules of the road because we have this little magic book that our patron gave us, actually.
Really liking the fact that we're on a starboard tack and everybody coming towards us is on a port tack. So far it's been working out pretty well. I'm pretty sure that that means that we have the right of way, but we're also playing it pretty safe because we don't want to like ruin anybody's race out here. So it's not bad though. It looks a lot more hectic on the horizon when it's just full of boats, but then when you get closer you realize that there's a lot more water between us and them. So it's not too bad. It's not too bad. We've got good wind now though. It's nice. It's cold, man.
It is not warm.
Sailors around here have a lot more gumption than they do. We'll call it gumption. What I really mean is balls. But they've got a lot more cojones than they do over on the other side, where if it's not like 90 degrees and sunny and blue skies, they're not out sailing. Here, man, they sail like all year long. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
it doesn't matter if it's sunny or raining, they're still sailing, but I guess it's a good thing that it's sunny, so there's 5 times more people out there today. It's not going to be much of a sunset tonight. It's overcast for the most part, but it's not raining, so that's a plus. Still get kind of a hint of a sunset though. There's mostly clouds and then just like a sliver of orange in the horizon, so it's still pretty. Anyway, I'm just here in a cockpit hanging out, and Dan is down below making dinner. What are you doing in here, Mr. Dan?
Making some spaghetti. I am so glad that our stove is gimbaled. I kind of can't believe it took us 4 years to put a gimbaled stove on board, because cooking down below is just so much better now that we can actually cook and not have to worry about our pots falling off. Warm calories, full of protein. What we eat.
Dan's
What we
fancy dinner at sea.
Delicious. Shall we?
Yeah.
What it is I want my life